It is important to remember that as a patient you have rights and responsibilities, which may include asking questions or refusing treatment for you or your baby. Consent, verbal or written, is required before any procedures or tests are undertaken for mother or baby. With your consent, your baby can take part in the newborn screening program, which helps to identify a small number of babies that may have rare but serious medical conditions. While in hospital, vitamin K and hepatitis B virus immunisations may be administered. Your baby will also be offered a hearing check through the Victorian Infant Hearing Screening Program. We'll check your baby for jaundice. There may be various marks and discolorations on your baby's skin and the whites of their eyes. Many of these are normal, but please ask your midwife if you are concerned. Your baby will be weighed 48 hours after birth, and weight loss is normal, usually about 7 to 10% of the birth weight. It is expected they will return to their birth weight by day 10 to 14 of age.
In the first weeks of life, babies face quite a challenge. They need to adapt to life outside the womb, where things were regulated for them. They develop an ability to show us different states of managing to regulate their behaviour. There are 3 sleep states. There is quiet sleep, active sleep, drowsy sleep. Then there are 3 awake states: quiet alert, active alert or fussing, and crying. By tuning into baby's states, parents can begin to feel confident that they're giving their baby the right kind of support. They're communicating what they might need or find helpful. When baby is in quiet sleep, their breathing will be soft and regular, almost as though you can't see or hear their breathing. They may have no observable eye movements and few or no body movements. It can be quite hard to wake them up or disturb them. This sleep's really important for their development. You'll see that your baby is in active sleep when their eyes are closed or almost closed, but you might see rapid eye movements under their eyelids. They may have face grimaces and body movements. Their eyes may even open for short times. Their breathing might be irregular, and they might wake relatively easily. When baby's drowsy, their eyes will glimpse open, or they might show sucking movements with soft body movements and a reaction to noise or to touch. Your newborn baby might be able to manage quiet periods of being awake, alert, and attentive. You can see when they're ready for contact with you, when their gaze is clear and their eyes are open. Your baby's body might be relaxed and not moving. This is a great time for small chats. Your baby may fuss and show that they're uncomfortable in some way in their body by being active with moving hands and feet and head. They may make more sounds and fussing noises. Your baby may be more sensitive at this time to noises or movements and other stimuli, and they may need help to settle. When your baby is in a crying state, it might feel difficult to connect with them. It's worth just calming yourself at the same time as helping your baby, taking your time, letting them hear your calm voice, perhaps putting a hand on their chest or on their tummy as a soothing gesture, or holding their hands across their chest, perhaps letting them calm by holding or sucking on the end of a finger. If these things don't seem to help or be enough for your baby, it can be good to pick them up in your arms and gently rock them rhythmically. Second-time dad Michael talks about how he tries to tune into what his son Gabriel is telling him.
Might need a burp now.
What made you think just then that he might need a burp now? You were reading him.
His face, I think, is the main key.
Yeah.
And the noises.
Right.
Yeah. There's a little bit
He had
there.
little mouth movements as well, didn't he?
Yeah, it's almost like he's trying to look for a feed, but
Right.
he's also trying to get some air, or he's got a bit of uncomfortable feeling in his stomach. And the other thing to notice is breathing. If it becomes a bit faster and heavier, it means he's a bit uncertain, uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So when it goes back down to a more of a slower, means he's happy.
Yeah. By tuning into your baby's states and behaviour and offering the support, you're becoming the world expert in your baby and your baby's language right from birth.
Babies cry to tell us what they need or to express how they feel. Cries can mean they feel insecure, tired, hungry, uncomfortable, sick, overstimulated, or for unclear reasons. Babies will cry generally up to 2 hours a day, over several times in a day. Even though crying is normal and typical, it is important that baby feels supported and secure whenever they cry. Early response to your baby's needs is important for their brain's growth and development. When settling a crying baby, they do not have to fall asleep, but rather decrease their crying and become calmer. Here are some suggestions. Change your environment. Go for a walk. Reduce stimulation. Limit potential for sudden loud noises. Check the room temperature. Wear your baby in a wrap or a baby carrier. Contain movements. Try skin-to-skin contact with your baby. Wrap your baby. Talk or read or sing to your baby. Play music you may have used in pregnancy to relax. We do not recommend playing music every time to put your baby to bed. This can cause sleep association and then be required every time to put them to sleep. Calm your own energy. Take a nice deep breath. Breastfeed. Check their clothing. Do they have a wet or dirty nappy? Are they too hot or cold in the clothes or bedding? Rock your baby. Soothe through repetitive and rhythmic actions, such as patting or gently rubbing their back. Bathe your baby. Massage or stroke them. We do not recommend deliberately taking your baby for a car ride to put your baby to sleep. This can cause sleep association and then be required every time to put your baby to sleep. We would never recommend controlled crying. Like many aspects of parenting, it takes time to learn what your baby is trying to tell you. Ask for help and accept help. Seek medical advice.
There are many things to consider as you adjust to your new life as a new family. It can be a wonderful time spent bonding with your baby, observing their cues, and learning how to respond to their needs. However, these early weeks often involve challenges too, as you adjust to the changes required to parent a young baby. Some people consider this period of time like a fourth trimester of pregnancy, or like a baby moon, where you create a situation that facilitates rest and recovery and allows space to get you to know your baby and develop your relationship. Remember, bonding occurs over time, and it's enhanced through observing your baby and engaging in multisensory activities and understanding their states of being. Negotiating the additional workload of this time can make prioritising time to rest and bond with your baby challenging, and you may feel many conflicting emotions around your priorities. Let's look at safety. Consider the safety of your child at home, in the car, and when sleeping. Always sleep your baby on their back. Place baby at the end of the cot. Tuck blankets firmly around the cot mattress. Never include soft toys or furnishings in the cot. Keep their head uncovered, no hats, bibs or overlong bedding. Promote breastfeeding. Avoid smoking during pregnancy and around your baby. The important things here include allowing your baby to play on their tummy and in a variety of positions. It's important for their growth and development. However, this should only be done when baby is awake and while being observed by an adult. They enjoy this from birth, but for very short periods of time. Wrapping is useful to help babies settle and sleep on their back. Use muslin or a light cotton fabric. Wrapping should be firm but not too tight. Do not wrap baby above the shoulders to reduce the risk of their heads becoming covered. Allow for the chest and hip expansion to move when wrapping. Stop wrapping when baby shows signs it can roll over. Visit rednose.org.au for more information about safe sleeping, tummy time and swaddling. RaisingChildren.net.au and the Royal Children's Hospital have terrific information about safety around the home and minimising the risk of accidents or injury. This includes things like pet safety, bath and water safety, choking hazards, household chemicals and car safety. Infants must travel in a rear-facing child restraint. The type of restraint will change depending on their age and size. It's always best to lie babies flat on their backs. Sitting baby in a car restraint or an infant carrier for more than 2 hours at a time is not recommended. Visit the VicRoads website for more information. Before you leave hospital, you'll receive a simple guide about how to tell if your newborn baby is sick or if your baby is unwell. This includes what actions to take. However, ring 000 if your baby stops breathing or goes blue, has a fit, convulsion or seizure, which can be identified by twitchy or jerky movements of the eyes, mouth, arms or legs. If they cannot be woken, is not taking any notice of loud noises, a bright light shone in their eyes or a gentle pinch on their arm. Participating in an infant or child first aid course prior to the birth of your baby is greatly beneficial.